Thank you for clicking on this video, and welcome to the Kingdom Within podcast. I am your host, David Forshee, and today we're going to explore an idea that might sound strange at first, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. Heaven and hell as states of mind. I was talking with my wife about this before preparing for this episode, and she asked me, "Why would you think that?" And honestly, that question is why this episode exists. Um, Before we get into the video, if you could hit the like and subscribe button, that helps out channels like mine, helps get these ideas out there. And yeah, I just didn't want to forget to say that. Okay. So for me, this isn't theory. This is something I've experienced. I've lived that in that inner place that feels like prison, deep depression, shame, the voice in your head that tells you there's no way out because you can't erase the past. Um, that hopelessness, that void that you try to fill with things that never quite work. Um, if that's ever been you, I want you to hear this very clearly. You're not broke. You're not alone. And it's okay to change. And it does get better. And not everything's going to take away 100% of your pain, but moving forward, we can get there. And, uh, when I say heaven and hell or states of mind, I'm not talking about pretending like everything's fine or just think happy thoughts all the time. I'm talking about our inner orientation, our love, our intentions, our resistance, our openness. Those things literally shape how reality is experienced and inside of ourselves. We know this intuitively because, like peace and anxiety, forgiveness versus resentment, addiction versus freedom, connection versus isolation. These things aren't just emotions, they're worlds, they're things inside themselves. There's processes to them. When we act out of frustration, greed, lust, fear, there's consequences to those actions, or even those thoughts, but not as punishment. It's more like feedback. Like, you're saying to the world, those things are okay. That's going to come back somehow in your life. And the moment we align, the moment that alignment begins is saying that I was wrong. I'm going to take full responsibility and I want to do better moving forward. That's not contentment, it's the doorway. It's the doorway out of hell. It's the doorway that started the doorway into heaven. We think of, when we think of hell, we think of fire, right? But fire is love. And this is where people get tripped up. The fire of hell isn't hatred, it's love resisted. God's love warms, illuminates, and purifies when it's accepted. But when it's rejected, when we cling to power, revenge, superiority, or ego, it burns. Because truth hurts when we don't want to let go. Because the truth is, Hell feels good at first. Power feels good. Revenge feels good. Being better than feels good to us until it doesn't. You ever experience this? Like two people can experience the same event, right? And live in completely different worlds. Like when you're riding a roller coaster, one person is laughing, another is convinced they're going to die. The ride didn't change, it was your state of mind. And that's how we're constantly perceiving the world. Calling heaven and hell a state of mind doesn't erase suffering. It explains how healing actually begins from the inside out. Inner prisons don't disappear just because we want out. They dissolve through honesty, responsibility, love, and time. And nobody walks that fire alone. Guys, if something in here resonated with you, I've started a Facebook page called the Kingdom Within Podcast. Everybody's welcome there. There is no kingdom within without you. And together, I really do believe we can change the world, starting from the inside. Keep doing the work. You're doing better than you think. I love you.